What's poppin', world? I hope all is well. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that bell so you get notifications anytime I go live and anytime I post a video. If at any moment during this video you like what you're hearing, go ahead and hit that like button so we can get to the algorithm and more people can see this content. Let's get into this. Today, we're gonna review a clip that's been floating around. Now, I wasn't going to touch this clip because I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think it needs to be explained. I don't think this topic needs to necessarily be broken down. But I've watched some panels over the last couple of days, and apparently this is something that is not as simple as I thought it was. I thought this was a nothing burger, but it seems like people are actually going back and forth about this clip. This is a clip of a young lady who said that a man sent her $30 to go out and enjoy lunch, you know what I'm saying, by herself. And she's saying that $30 just simply isn't enough. We're going to watch this clip, and I'm going to break this all the way down. Let's get into this.
With the video. Okay, so y'all, story time. So y'all, please tell me if I'm wrong. So today, this dude wrote me on Instagram, and he was like, "Can I send you money? Let me send you money for lunch." So I was like, okay. I wrote him back, and I was like, send it. So he wrote me and was like, okay, what's your Cash App? So I sent him the Cash App. Yeah, I just knew I was finna open my Cash App, and I was finna have at least probably about $100. You get what I'm saying? Because like this, I eat, and that's how much I spend on my food. Yeah, I opened my Cash App, and this man sent me $30. Yeah, $30, and I'm just like, at first I'm like, damn, like, am I ungrateful? Like, am I fucked up? Like, for feeling like, why the fuck would you send me $30? But then I had to ask people, and they was like, nah, because I'm like, $30 is not even half a tank in my car. Like, what the fuck you thought I was going to go to Chick-fil-A? Like, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what did you think I was going to eat? It's like, when I go and eat, I eat full course meals. Like, I order a appetizer, a entree, and a dessert, and a drink. That can't even get me 2 drinks. Like, what the fuck? And then this man had the audacity to write me back and say, let me get to know you. Why the fuck do you think I'm gonna let you get to know me and you just send me $30 for lunch? Is you dumb? I mean, like, y'all be for real. Like, tell me, am I wrong? Like, am I fucked up? Like, is my head fucked up? Like, I don't even spend $30 on lunch on my, like, I spend over that on myself. So it's like, for someone to think they're gonna send me, I get that it's the thought that count. Like, you didn't have to send the $30, but it's like, no, like, nigga, I'm not that type of, I'm not one of them.
Yes, you are effed up and.
All right, guys. So you saw that, you heard that. The guy sent her $30 for lunch. Right now, this is for lunch. She said she was expecting $100 or more, right? She was expecting $100 or more. Now, this is for lunch. This is for lunch. I want y'all to let this marinate, right? I want y'all to let this marinate. She thought he was going to send $100. Now, here's the thing about it. If we're talking about lunch, now this can vary depending on what city you're in. I understand that, right? This can vary depending on what city you're in. But the fact that $30 was not enough for lunch. Now think about that. Now, most places you go to have a lunch special. They have a lunch special, right? And I'm talking. I'm even moving away from the main, restaurants like in the fast food chain, right? Of course, they don't necessarily have a lunch special. They just got their prices are their prices. But even if you go somewhere where you're going to sit down for a little while, whatever the case may be, and they're going to actually prepare this food for you, and it's not fast food, most of those places have lunch specials, right? And for those lunch specials, they knock a lot off of the price, whatever it may be. On average, you're talking about around $15, right? Something like that. Now, $30. Now we're talking about lunch. That is plenty for lunch. That is plenty for lunch. And then the other side of this is she should be grateful because I don't think she even knows this gentleman who sent the money. She should be thankful that he sent the money for her to enjoy a meal, right? where have we gotten to in this day and age? I mean, the entitlement is insane. The level of entitlement is insane. I want y'all to think about that. This guy sent $30. Don't even know this chick. $30. And she is on the internet complaining about that. And that is plenty for lunch. That is plenty for lunch. We're going to watch this other clip. Shout out to Anton Daniels. We're going to check out a couple of clips on his channel. As they kind of, I think they had some funny commentary to this. And we're going to keep breaking this down. Let's get into it.
Wendy's parking lot today at 12 o'clock. I seen nothing but motherfucking weave, okay? That's y'all. That was y'all. Y'all, that meal wasn't costing no $60 to $40. First of all, if I give you 20, it's coming out your 40. So you gonna give me some $20 pussy. Y'all got to stop the cap. Y'all ain't eating no $70 dinners. Y'all ain't eating no $70 dinners. Y'all ain't eating no $40 lunches. Stop. That's groceries.
Well, even if you go to Panera Bread, you get like a big tube, like $25.
Yeah, so he said he went to Wendy's and he saw nothing but weave right in the drive-through line, right? So he said a lot of these sisters, they saying they going to these top, they need all this money, but he said they going to get the Wendy's to get the 4 for $4, right? So really and truly, they don't need no more than $5 or $6, you know. And it's funny, you know, because there's some truth to that, because if you look at a lot of our sisters out here that ain't taking care of their bodies, you can tell they eat a bunch of junk all the time. That's all they eating is junk. Now, this don't go for all of them, right? You got some sisters who do take care of themselves and they do eat right. But if you look at a lot of the sisters that are overweight and this, that, and the third, obese, you can tell they eating a lot of junk, right? So they eating a lot of this fast food, this, that, and the third. So I think he on to something. Check this out.
Everybody likes fast food.
Yeah.
Going to Wendy's. No, right. I can spend $22 at Sweetgreen. That's literally right next door to my job. I can go in there and spend the least I'm gonna spend is $15. It's expensive wherever you go.
Better take some off.
Lunch are y'all eating for $60 and $70? Is all.
Nobody said $60 and $70 for lunch.
I'll answer the question.
$100.
I'll answer the question.
I love you, Mika. Your answer was great.
I'll answer the question. So I like to. Okay, so today I took myself out to get some food, right? So I wanted to have a nice dinner. So I got some scallops. It came with some potatoes. It came with some sauteed spinach. And I got 2 cocktails. I got creme brulee. And I had some tea. I had a really nice dinner.
What you need dessert for?
What the fuck you drinking at 12 o'clock for?
Okay.
Fuck that, okay. What you drinking at 12 o'clock for? You a happy wife?
We ain't gonna listen to that. And the reason why I cut that short was because they're clearly talking about lunch, and she's gonna bring up what she had for dinner, right? Lunch and dinner is 2 different things. We all know dinner costs way more than lunch. In most cases, dinner costs way more than lunch. So the reason I cut that short, she talking about dinner. She gonna bring up what she having for dinner. Then she went on to say she spent about $110. You talking about dinner? Let's check this next clip out.
I don't do it all the time, but if it's a treat, then yeah, give me $100. I'll treat
These
myself.
women are lying. Listen, it's a reason why women get with men and then gain happy weight. It's their first time they able to eat 3 times a day on their fucking own because they got a nigga to buy them food. Y'all ain't for the sit here and tell me. Y'all ain't for the sit here and tell me y'all out here spending $60 a fucking meal. I'm not going to believe it. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, you know what's so funny? Okay.
Hey, you heard that? He said a lot of women gain that happy weight when they get in relationships because it's their first time really being able to afford to eat multiple full course meals a day, right? When they get with a man. So for them to have this sense of entitlement and you owe me this, you owe me that, don't act like that. A lot of women don't eat good consistently until they get with a man who can provide that lifestyle for them. We're going to watch one more clip and I'm going to wrap this up.
Nobody said, except for Mika, nobody said, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. Whatever you send me, I'm just thankful for. right? Because the gesture didn't matter. The only thing that mattered was whatever their perceived standards were. And that's why motherfuckers are so fucked up. Because unfortunately, what women don't understand is the fact that you are humble is the thing that will really get you whatever the fuck you want. Because that makes guys really want to take care of you, because at that point they realize that they're not being misused, right? They're not being taken advantage of. And so the woman that's generally more humble is the one that get the most. The one that don't ask for shit is the one that gets is much, well taken care of. It's the ones that's always telling you what their standards are. And I don't care if they fucking standards is Chick-fil-A. Listen, don't ask me for shit. Don't ask me to send you nothing. Don't ask me to cash none of that shit. Unless you're in an emergency and you got your car, your Nissan Altima getting towed, and you ain't got nobody else to call, and your daddy has passed away. And don't ask me for shit, because that just shows that you feel entitled. And women don't have any kind of, they don't understand, like, they need to go back to charm school or some shit. Like, what were we talking about what your standards are? Like, those standards shouldn't even matter when it comes to being courteous towards a person, let alone a man that you're interested in, or a man that takes care of you. Listen, I can pretty much guarantee that my wife has higher standards as far as the things that she's experienced.
Shout out to Anton. We ain't gonna watch that whole clip. Shout out to Anton. In a nutshell, what he's saying is, women, being humble, having a meek spirit, that is gonna carry you the furthest with a man, right? Being humble and having a meek spirit, a man is gonna take good care of you. You throwing all these standards at him and doing this and doing that, that's gonna get old. That man gonna eventually cut you off. That man is gonna eventually cut you off. But whenever you move a certain way and you humble yourself and you sit back and you let that man take good care of you, he will give you the world. When you come with a humble, meek spirit consistently, that man will give you the world. When you rest in your femininity, that man will give you the world. Period. That man will give you the world. His heart will melt for that type of woman. And that's across the board. Y'all throwing all these standards and making all these videos and doing all this stuff. We getting tired of seeing all that. And that's coming from a married man, right? We getting tired of seeing all that. Y'all gonna have to tighten up. But with all these unrealistic expectations, you gotta get them out the window. Ladies, please tighten up. Find you a man who you have genuine desire for and whose lead you can follow. Find you a man who you have genuine desire for and whose lead you can follow. A man who you can submit with. A man who you are going to be cooperative with. That's the type of man you should lean into. Stop playing all these games. You're wasting your precious years playing all these games. You're going to run out of time and your options going to be ugly. And I ain't talking about sexual options. A lot of y'all got sexual options. I'm talking about options for relationships and marriage. That's what I'm talking about. Don't waste your time. Get rid of all these unrealistic expectations and strive to live a good life with a good man. But that's all I got for you, ladies. And that's all I got for you guys. Like this video. Share this video. Leave a comment in the comment section. I might be off. And again, subscribe to the YouTube, Speaks to Beast. And remember, ladies and gents, keep God first, as it says on the wall. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Joshua 24:15. I love you all. Be blessed.